Okay, well, good morning, everyone. I'm sure you're wondering why is an English professor here, and what could an English professor possibly be doing, except for you guys are possibly be doing. They know me, I spend a lot of time talking with them. So as Gayatri mentioned, my name is Ifeoma Nwankwo. I'm an associate professor in the English department. I'm also a faculty affiliate in a few departments across campus, including medicine, health, and society, and teaching and learning. I'm honored and really thrilled to be here with my colleagues because of the work that they're doing, and in part because, as Derek knows, I'm in the midst of TIPS application writing. As I'm hearing you guys, I'm like, man, I wish I had met them before, but collaborations. But it's really wonderful to hear and see all the innovative work that's happening on this campus. And I hope that whatever the outcome of the TIPS process is, that it will nourish this kind of work and make everyone feel excited that really one Vanderbilt is actually possible and it is happening, and we're intellectually excited to be here. Our students are excited because of the connections between our work and the innovation that's made possible by that. So my project is called the Our America Digital Learning Lab, as Gayatri said, and it's connected with my broader project that I've been doing since I came to Vanderbilt from the University of Michigan in 2006. The project is called Voices from Our America, and the goal of that project is to collect, gather, and disseminate and circulate the stories, neglected American histories, focusing primarily on people of African descent, starting with Panamanians of West Indian descent, but also including African Americans here in Middle Tennessee, including Afro-Brazilians, including Haitians, anywhere where people of African descent are, we're conducting interviews. Here in Nashville, that has also extended to immigrants. My work is actually between the US and Latin America, which is why I love Panama, because Panama is the place where the US, Latin America, and the Caribbean met. So we've been doing interviews with immigrants in Nashville as well. And the idea behind that is to identify connections, identify commonalities between these communities, and figure out ways that we can circulate and, to use a corporate phrase, operationalize that knowledge within and beyond those communities. This is not an oral history project. People say that all the time. Oral history project, in my eyes, assumes that you're drawing facts from people to match up with some historical facts. I am asking people, they're semi-structured interviews, asking people questions, and they may author whatever they want in response to my questions. And what I am trying to do with this project, and I'll say in a minute what Vital's element of that is, what I'm trying to do with this is identify the knowledge, identify the wisdom, identify the mental health promoting mental health promoting activities and actions and wisdoms that are embedded in that knowledge, and see how we can circulate it, see how we can package it into undergraduate curricula, see how we can package it into K through 12 curricula, see how we can package it into after-school programs, right? So the Vital element in particular helped to produce our videos with Kaltura. I had a Vanderbilt undergraduate summer research program grant a couple years ago, through which my digital media assistant, Laura Woodwick, who unfortunately is sick today, was not able to come, was able to conduct research to find out what technology tools are currently available for the kind of product that I envisioned. Right? The kind of product I envisioned, to be specific, would be interview clips, a close reading, a historical contextualization, archival documents, and the opportunity for the respondent, him or herself, his or her family members, as well as other students, to be having a conversation with the people who created those documents about all of those materials. And I call that product that I imagine a digital information packet. Right? Again, it would include interview clips, archival materials, historical contextualization, close reading, right, as well as kind of ongoing commentary, so that it's not just a kind of two-dimensional thing. You gather the information and then you put it out there and it's on a flat page. So by helping us connect with Horton Group here in Nashville to procure Kaltura and procure it and position it here on the Voices website in a way that will be able to be used by community members, right? Which is the difference from it being on Blackboard, and I talked with Derek about this, right? It is available to the community members themselves, so that what Vital makes possible is a partnership, a collaborative research team that includes the respondent, him or herself, a Vanderbilt undergraduate student, a Vanderbilt graduate student, right, as well as the faculty member, all talking about this particular history, about this particular experience. And so that is what we are doing. There was some delay in terms of making Kaltura possible. Well, we can talk more about that, but it is now available. It is watermarked, and I have 7 students working on my research team this semester, and we are doing things with the interviews. We have conducted over the last 8 years 150 interviews with people in the US, in Middle Tennessee, in Brazil, and in Panama. So this will allow students within classes and outside of classes, community members in Nashville and beyond Nashville, to have conversations about common or divergent experiences, and to have kind of the multiple conversations about this. This is certainly different from what's available on Facebook or in any other site, because it is a university-driven conversation. It is a conversation that begins with a particular sort of structure, a particular sort of critical engagement. So using the university's resources, intellectual and otherwise, to help our students identify their own capacity for innovation, their own capacity to analyze the lives around them, their own capacity to recognize the wisdom that is within their elders in their own family. So imagine, if you will, a student, and I do this work with my freshmen. I've been doing this kind of project in my class for years without having Kaltura or anything like that. Imagine a first-year student coming to Vanderbilt, and this has happened, and starting to do a project in their first semester in which they realize, oh my goodness, I didn't realize that my grandparents went through so much as immigrants. In one case, the student, Danish immigrants coming to Nebraska. Let me go home and, as part of this project, talk to my grandmother and see what I can learn and hear. And the students then take that information, those interviews with their parents, with their grandparents and others, and share them. The last thing I'm going to say is there is certainly an interest and investment on the health research side now and the health professionals training side in cultural awareness, in narrative medicine, in recognizing and seeing the whole person. So out of this, we will also be creating curricula for health professionals in training. I've already been in partnership with folks at the medical school, geriatrics, nursing, and interprofessional learning to create materials that can be used in classes. And health professionals in training will be able to partner with graduate students in other areas and with community members to develop whole person analyses, right? Whole person diagnoses. So as Doug knows and other people know, I can talk forever about voices and about wisdom, the Wisdom of the Elders project, which was funded by the Meharry Vanderbilt Community Engaged Research Corps. But for now, I will stop there, and I'm happy to, after the talk, kind of show anyone how the Kaltura nodes that we've developed and we're working on have been put together. But again, the idea is to kind of bring together multiple voices from our America. So, thank you.